So, before I said there's two versions of precepts. The longest version has three. The course of developing the bodhicitta, the factors that increase the bodhicitta, and method that avoids the degeneration. So the third one, the method. For this, we should first know how it degenerates. So if we don't have great devotion in the Guru and Triple Jam, and if we strong anger or jealousy towards others' wealth or knowledge or other prosperities, then we degenerate our chitta. So and also, if we don't emphasize on helping others, but if we just emphasize on oneself, then it can degenerate. And also, if we can't put great effort in the vast methods of helping others or practicing Dharma, and if we just content with introducing the mind itself, etc., then it can degenerate because we are not putting effort in the vast methods of practicing Dharma, etc. So, as antidote with these degenerations, first we need to have strong devotion in the Guru and Triple Jam, and also we should feel happy to be in a secluded place and then do different kinds of meditations, skillful methods. We should adopt skillful methods or do different kinds of meditation to prevent these degenerations. So up to here is the precept of wishing bodhicitta. Now for the engaging bodhicitta, it also has shorter version, Nidruka, and longer version of precepts. So the shorter version is try to abandon the negative actions and try to accomplish virtues as much as one can. And even though one put effort to abandon the non-virtues, but due to strong mental afflictions, if one commits the negative actions without any power, without any if one is under the control of strong mental afflictions and if one needs to perform negative actions, then one needs to confess, one needs to purify these negative actions. So, for example, if one has done negative actions in the daytime, then before one sleep in the night, one should purify, one should confess and purify the negative actions. And actually, when we confess or purify, first and foremost we need the object to whom we can purify our negative actions. So first, in front of us, we should visualize Guru and Triple Jam. And then in front of this, think that they are really in front of us. And in front of this, then we feel strong regret towards our own past negative actions. And then try to promise not to repeat this mistake again in the future. So through this, one convinced that one's negative actions to purify. So anyway, in such way, one can confess and purify the negative actions. And also, if one has done negative in the night time, then one should confess and purify in the morning. So main thing is one should not keep the negative action for a long time. Once it is done, one should try to confess and purify as soon as possible, as early as possible. If one has done the negative action and then if we don't confess and purify for a long period of time, then the negative action itself can be increased day by day, hour by hour, etc. So once we have done the negative action, then try to purify as soon as possible. That's the best way to do. Actually, in the Mahayana teaching, it says, if one has not confessed and purified the negative actions, then this negative action that we have done can be increased momentarily. So it's important to confess as soon as possible. Now, the mediocre version of precepts of the engaging bodhicitta is that one should abandon the 4 negative factors and one should try to adopt the 4 positive factors. So the 4 negative factors means if we deceive our guru or our master or others who are worthy of receiving offerings, if we deceive them by telling lie, then that's the first negative factors. That is very serious negative action. And the second negative factor is having regret to an action that is not after all regret. Which means if one is doing good things, if one is doing Dharma practice, and if someone asks you to feel regret towards doing this kind of Dharma practice, then actually Dharma practice is not an object of regret. But if someone forces you to feel regret towards unworthy object of regret, like to feel regret towards doing good deeds or positive action, then that is the second negative action, second negative factor, because it is something that we are not supposed to feel regret, but if we feel regret on such things or on such positive action, then it's the second negative factor. And third negative factor is if one is not praising, those bodhisattvas who have entered into the Mahayana path, instead of praising them, if we criticize, then that is the third negative factor. And then fourth negative factor is if we harm others through deceit and pretense, if we try to harm others, if you start to harm others through deceit and pretense, then I think that's the fourth negative factor. Because at that time you don't have the right motivation to help others. So these are the four negative factors which we need to abandon. And then the four positive factors that we need to adopt. First one is not telling lie intentionally. Not telling lie intentionally. That is the first positive factor. Second one is one is helping others, or one is in front of other sentient beings without deceit and pretense, or one is near the others, or one is in front of others with great altruistic thought, or with strong loving kindness and compassion. And that's the second positive factors. And third one, one respect to bodhisattvas and praise to them, and telling the qualities of the bodhisattvas to all the four directions. And the fourth positive factor is to ripen others, to ripen the sentient beings. Which means try to place the sentient beings on the right path of the Mahayana. Try to place them on the path of attaining the Buddhahood, or trying them to hold the path of Buddhahood. So these are the four positive factors. So in short, the methodical version of precept is to abandon the four negative factors and to adopt the four positive factors. And now the local version of precepts. First, we should know, first is that this also has 3 points. First one is the cause of developing the engaging bodhicitta. So cause of developing the engaging bodhicitta is to have the wishing bodhicitta. And also I try to find a way to increase the vision bodhicitta and try to abandon the cause that degenerates the vision bodhicitta, and try to meditate on the shortcomings of the samsara and the shortcomings of the nirvana, and try to liberate all the sentient beings from the samsara, and seeing nirvana as a poisonous food, try not to admire just a ordinary nirvana. So these are the cause of developing the engaging bodhicitta. Now, the factor that increase the engaging bodhicitta is that first, one should remember the gurus, the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions in the daytime and also in the nighttime. 3 times each in the daytime and nighttime. Oh no, one should remember the Guru, Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions, and then need to do the civilian prayers 3 times in the day and 3 times in the nighttime. Actually, there are different kinds of civilian prayers, but the civilian prayers that are in the Vajra prayer is that first one is limb of prostration, second is limb of offering, third one is limb of confession, fourth one is limb of rejoicing in the others' virtues, and fifth one is limb of requesting to turn the wheel of Dharma, the sixth one is limb of requesting not to enter into the Mahaparinirvana, and seventh one is the limb of dedication. So one should try to do these several prayers 3 times in the day and 3 times in the night time. And also try to follow the Bodhisattva's way of life as much as possible. And now the third one, methods for keeping the samaya, keeping the engaging bodhicitta, or methods to avoid degenerating, or methods for keeping the engaged bodhicitta is that first and foremost try to avoid having any downfalls, and if there's downfalls, then try to confess by reciting 100-syllable mantra, and also by doing different methods to purify, to confess and purify. So with this, the third major topic of this text, called Clarifying the Sage Intent, has been completed. Not in detail, but roughly. And now the fourth main topic of this text is called the 6 perfections. generally speaking, the sixth perfection, the general definition of the perfection is a method that liberates from the samsara and nirvana. A method that liberates from the samsara and nirvana is called the perfections. Or the method that goes beyond the samsara and nirvana is called the perfections. And it has 6 different kinds. First one is the perfection of generosity. Second, perfection of moral conduct. Third, perfection of patience. And fourth, perfection of enthusiasm. Fifth, perfection of concentration. Sixth, perfection of wisdom. So there are 6 perfections. So, the nature of generosity is that we should give others with an altruistic thought or with an altruistic mind, or giving things to others with the wish to help them. So, what we need to give is not only the wealth or not only things, but also we can give the body, or we can also give our virtues, etc.